Hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody had an amazing day. It's been a couple crazy busy days here. I'm going to do 2 videos tonight that came to me, and I've been just so super busy. I haven't had an opportunity to do a lot of things. But I love you. You know that. You are loved. Always will be loved. So, the first one I want to talk about is death. Death. Yes, death. It's weird. I think I have a different concept with what most people would say when they think of death. They're afraid. They fear death. And then you see that at the end of their life when they are transitioning to the other side, you can see and feel the fear in them because they really don't know what it's going to be like on the other side, or what they're going to face or what they're going to have to work through, right? So it's interesting to me because I do not fear death. I actually died in my 20s. I overdosed. Yes, I used to do drugs, a lot of them. It was my coping mechanism to deal with my issues, my traumas, my pain. And I remember the experience fully. I was sitting on this like reclining chair thing. It was one of those, I forget what they're called, the really big ones. It was so comfy. And I was doing nitrous. I don't know if you've ever done nitrous. It's where you inhale it, and it allows you to see visions and feel things. And so I remember laying there and I was like, I saw the outline of my body, and I could see the waves. And it outlined my body, and then there was another wave and another wave and another wave and another wave and another wave until it got to one singular point within me. And I kept like holding my breath. And I thought, I can go in further. 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 And I went all the way to that center point, and I was gone. Not breathing. Gone. I went to that little tiny spot right there within me, the God within me. And I was gone. Like, I was officially dead. Those around me, they knew it. I was gone. And then I get there and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. It's so peaceful. Like, I'm at peace. There's all these beings around me, and I just was like, home. And I was so happy because I had escaped this life called hell that I absolutely hated and was miserable. So I was so excited. I was so happy to be there. And then they told me, you can't stay here. You have to go back. That was one of the most devastating experiences of my life because I absolutely hated being here in this material planet Earth hell realm, in my opinion. It's shitty here. Shitty what people do to other people. It's shitty how others treat. And I'm not saying everybody. I'm not throwing everybody in that category of shit. But at least in my life, I've had a lot of really shitty people. But it made me the person I am today. I am the creator of my reality. I understand why my bigger self, my greater self created me and why they created those experiences. I get all that. I totally get all that. I know that. I understand it. I'm okay with it. I want the peace. So I'm reliving that experience without the drugs this time, because what drugs do, they're a fast track. Yeah, you'll see things. Yeah, you'll have premonitions. Yeah, you'll be able to do some things, but it's temporary. You don't lock in those abilities. And it'll open up the doorway, it'll open up the windows and say, hey, yeah, that's possible, but you can't do it because you haven't earned it. So I call drugs the cheater way. So this time around, I was, last night, I was doing the same thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this. And I started to put myself in this little bubble, and I've gone through a bit of a couple of rough days. I really sat in some serious depression, some anxiety, some fear, some all kinds of different emotions like disgust. And I wasn't attached to the emotions, but I was allowing myself to be present with them because they're a part of me. They don't make up who I am, but they are mine. I honor that. I'm not going to run from them, right? I'm not going to go, oh, no, I can't be depressed or I can't be angry. Anger was the other one. Oh, pissed, furious, furious. um, but I allowed myself to express those because they're true. Those emotions are mine. I'm okay with them. They don't run my life, but they are a part of me. So, I'm sitting in this bubble and I'm looking at everything around me, everything. Like my job, my kids, my exes, my my money, my finances, all of it. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with all of it. I could care less if it all burnt down, if it was all gone. And it started all to fade away. It was like I have no more attachments to it. It was really interesting because it felt a lot like today, like the movie Office Space, where he hits that point and he's like, fuck it. Yeah, whatever. I don't care, Bob. I ain't coming in. I ain't doing that. Not going to happen. It's a really interesting state of being in. I didn't quite get to the center point because I started to really go into my body and into that center point, and I was like, and I did it by focusing on breathing. Like, okay, I'm breathing in oxygen, out nitrogen. In oxygen, out nitrogen. And I'm breathing that into my cells. And I focused only on that. And I let go of everything else because I realized those were only distractions. All of it. All of it's just distractions to keep me from me. There is only me. And so as I'm doing this process, I'm like, oh my God, it hurts to breathe. Why does it hurt my body so bad just to breathe? This is really weird. So anyway, I'm going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into self and recognizing that there's only me, but from a different point of view, because the last time I did this, I took my consciousness to God and I saw the mirror and I went to the light and I was like, there's only me. That's all there is. The same is true here. This time, instead of doing it out there, I'm doing it in here. Am I going to die? Hell yeah. I hope so. I hope that old version and everything attached to it, gone. Done. Why? Because then it's a clean slate. I start over. I'm going to choose who I want to be, how I want to be, what's going to be allowed in my life, who's going to be allowed in my life. I'm going to go back there tonight and I'm really going to focus. And focus is the hardest part because the distractions try to bring you back in. The cat, the sounds outside, people calling, just all kinds of crazy things that will try to stop you from getting to that point. Don't let it. Just say no distractions. And no eye candy either. What is eye candy? Eye candy is when you get out into the astral plane, you're like, ooh, ooh, look at all the colors, look at all the beings. Oh, it's so cool. No, focus. Focus. Focus on that little center point. That's God. God, I am in me. Okay? Not out of me, in me. Yes, you're going to die. But at the same time, you're going to live because you're going to go through a death rebirth and you're going to live. And let me tell you, when I did this in college, I could do some fucking amazing things. Yeah. I never told anybody either. Till now. So I'm actually kind of excited to do it again. This time the right way, and this time to see, okay, what am I capable of? All right? Yeah. Anyway, I love you. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you to all of you. All of you. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to listen to me. You know I'm all about, hey, you do you, boo. You live your life. You do what feels good to you. This is just what I'm going through. I'm just sharing what I'm going through. I'm sharing what I've known or what has been downloaded into me, because if it works for you, great. If not, that's cool too. But I want to thank you for taking the time to watch, taking the time to comment and give me some help and advice. I love you. I'm so grateful and appreciative. And I hope that I'm providing some value for you too. All right. Have a wonderful evening, whatever you're doing, wherever you're at, and know that you're loved, you are supported, and let's get to the other side and kick some ass in a good way. Okay. Bye.